All right, guys. Once again, we've got Manchester United for you this time against Ajax, and we're going to try to get our good run to continue here. This shouldn't be a very difficult match. Now, Cruyff is somebody who I would love to sign. He would work in our squad very, very well. I'm afraid I don't have enough money, but we'll see. It'd be nice to get a good victory here and get a good victory also in tomorrow's match. Everybody is rested and is healed up and is ready to go. So we had a big break, a big World Cup break. Speaking of which, I just realized I'm starting this that I never looked back to see exactly what happened. So we'll take a look at that probably in tomorrow's video, and we'll see if we can figure out what's going on and what we missed. That might be a nice little change of pace. And Casemiro wins that midfield over to Ronaldo, and there's that speed over to Casemiro to Mount forward, Maradona over to Ronaldo, and he's not going to miss that. 1-0 Manchester United. And that was pretty easy. So we're less than 2 minutes into this. We already have the 1-0 lead. I mean, Ronaldo's just not going to miss here. So the pass was over. There is Maradona with it, and he finds Ronaldo, nobody marking him. And, I mean, it's not even a question. It's going to happen. You know it's going to happen. And so that's the way that we come back from the break. It's knocked forward, but nobody can get to it. Figueroa now over to Casemiro to Ronaldo. Ronaldo moves it up and over to Mount, and he almost scores there. That really should have been a goal from Mason Mount. So, yeah, I would say that we have a pretty good team. I would say that this is a team that probably can compete for just about anything. Now, the problem that we have, of course, is injuries. We have a couple of guys who are sick and who are out for the moment being. We're trying to bring in some reinforcements. We do have a little bit of money, but not much. And you know, of course, as well as I do, that I have this club in a lot of debt. Here's Pele. Pele knocks his back over to Mount, who's wide open, and then Pele gets the ball as it goes off the keeper. They're going to claim that he was offside. I think he probably was offside. We'll take a look. Yeah, it's disallowed. Yeah, he was offside. I was going to say, I think it's not really likely that Pele is going to, be in that position if he's not offside. He's pretty clearly offside. Normally it doesn't matter, but when it's off the keeper like that, yeah, you can't really do that. So remains 1-0 Manchester United. Here's Ronaldo with the throw over to Pele. Back to Ronaldo. Over to Figueroa, over to Casemiro. Casemiro takes a shot from range. We don't need to do that. I mean, he's welcome to do that if he wants, but we don't have any real need to. I think that we're fine sort of controlling the ball here since we are at home. Casemiro, and we've done a good job of it so far. Back to Ronaldo. Ronaldo knocks it forward looking for Mason Mount, who had just made his run. They have it, but then Trezor is able to win it back. Pele to Maradona, and boy, that was a really, really good save there by the Ajax defender. And so it remains 1-0. Maradona really should have scored that. I mean, you just look at this here. It's a beautiful pass from Pele. Absolutely incredible. Maradona rounds the keeper. And then it's just not much of a finish, unfortunately, and that's the thing that gets him. But it's not that it was such a poor finish as much as it was a really good play by the defender. That's what actually happened. So we're still up 1-0. I mean, it's nothing to worry about, nothing to be alarmed about. We're doing okay. The news that I haven't told you yet is that Andre Onana is going to leave the club as soon as the transfer window starts. He's unhappy because he hasn't started any games. So we need to find somebody to be our backup keeper. Of course, you know how a football manager is. As soon as he's ready to leave, then we'll have some sort of injury crisis and insane things will happen. Ronaldo almost scores a second. That's another goal line save. That's the second goal line save for Ajax, and we're not even a half hour into this match. Here's Figueroa over to Trezor, back to Figueroa. We really should be at probably 4-0. Fernandes finds Pele now behind the defense, and Pele doesn't miss. Number 6 of the season. He hasn't scored a goal for a couple months. So Pele finally gets himself back on the scorer sheet, and let's see if we can get a couple more for him, get him a hat trick, make him feel good about himself. Pele's problem is that he was tired, and I actually sent him off on holiday for 2 weeks, and he's come back looking better than ever. But what we really need to do is we need to get more reinforcements and more players who can come in and out. And the problem really has been mine in terms of squad building, and we could use more young players. I am thinking about getting Messi, and it might be nice to have Messi. It might be nice to have Cruyff. Those are the players who I'm really, really thinking about. Maradona here over to Mason Mount. Passes to Casemiro. I'm not sure why he did that. Mount could have gone himself, and instead he passed, and there's Fernandes with the goal. They're going to look for offsides. He's not offside. He should be onside. This should be a pretty easy call to make. And let's see. I could be wrong, and looks like I was not wrong. I was correct. I thought for certain that Fernandes was onside. you can see, there are a couple of guys back there, and Fernandez is onside. It's pretty obvious. He had two guys right in front of him, and he still scores. And so there you go. 3-0 for Manchester United. We will take a look and see what the little drawings say. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious that he was onside. 3-0, and this is the way that we go. So, hey, both saves treating me pretty well here so far. Figueroa down to Martinez, over to Mount, Maradona to Pele. Pele knocks this forward, looking for Fernandez, can't quite find him, and there's Ronaldo with it. Forward to Pele, rounds the keeper and scores easily. 4-0 for United. And that's number 7 for Pele. This is what I was saying. You get him a hat trick, make him feel good about himself again, and then we can move on from there. It was really rough at the beginning of the season, right? We had a whole bunch of really, really difficult matches right from the get-go, and then there still are concerns about the finances of the club. But, we're still in the Champions League through some miracle. We're in both of the cups, and we're doing well in the Premier League. If we could win all, like, 2 or 3 or all 4 of those, our club will be in perfectly fine financial shape. Casemiro with the tackle, then passes straight to Maradona. It's almost cheating. And Giggs has a shot that is unfortunately deflected. And the funny thing about this, the crazy thing is that Giggs and Ronaldo are only going to get better. Maradona only going to get better. Even Pele only going to improve. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I've been saying before, 2 seasons, maybe 3. I don't know. If we start winning a lot, it might be fun to have this as sort of like a cathartic save, where you have a hard day at work or whatever, and you come home and decide to play with the big Manchester United save and go over and beat everybody, right? Might be a good idea. Ronaldo brings us up right side. Ronaldo, wide open. There's Pele again. That's the hat trick. So Pele scores an early hat trick, not even 40 minutes in the match. He will be walking off of the match ball. There's no question about it. 5-0 for United, and I think that we play pretty well when we're well rested. Now, all we have to do is we just have to figure out a way to get more wage budget and get more players here in on the club. But we're starting to get some of the other players away. We don't have to have a backup keeper who's making 350,000 euros a week or whatever it is, right? It's fine. We can get rid of guys like that. We can go over and try to find guys who maybe are younger, maybe are a little bit hungrier, and have them play. Marius Trésor has himself sent off. So, and that was Johan Cruyff who was taken down by him. So we need to have somebody else come back down. It's going to be Casemiro who will come here. And I don't know. Let's see here. Casemiro, the 7.2. There's Mason Mount with a 7.1. So yeah, we will keep Casemiro. Whoops. No, I don't want that. We will keep Casemiro on, and Mount will come off. And let's see who we're going to put on. We'll put Bauer on. Might as well. He can't screw it up too badly. So we do have a guy sent off in the first half for 2 yellow cards. That's kind of the way that it works sometimes, and so it is. Martinez over to Bauer. Martinez. All the way back to Levi Yashin, over to Bauer again, to Casemiro finds Fernandez. We're going to score again, aren't we? And Pele with the header is number 4 for him. It's 6-0 for Manchester United before the end of the first half, and with only 10 men. So that's the sort of match that this is. And wow, last time I had a match like this, we were using cheater tactics playing with BYU. Remember those days? That was a couple months ago. And we're not doing that anymore. Instead, we're just using Pele and this incredible team. So Pele says, I want to go be one of the leading scorers in the Premier League, and so he's going to get his 4 goals today in the first half. And let's see if we can get him some more. Might as well. And here's Johan Cruyff scoring one of his own. And this is a guy, like I said, I would like to sign. It would be nice if we could get the money to. I don't know if we have enough in way of actual transfer budget to get him, but I think we can figure out a way to get enough wage budget. So we'll see what we can do. If we can't get him this winter, we'll try to get him in the off season and hope that we have some money to spend. We'll see what happens. Let's see what we need to do here tactically. Not much. Nobody really is looking that tired. Nobody's looking that poorly off. So we'll just have them go straight back out there. We're down to 10 men. It's been a whale of a first half, and I think we can score more goals in the second. We have to watch out for Cruyff. That's the one I worry about. And ironically, when Trésor was sent off, he was sent off for fouling Cruyff. So you can see that everything for Ajax is really revolving around a single player who just had the ball there a second ago. We knocked that out for a corner. So 5-goal advantage. Let's see if we can keep this, if we can get this to stand here at home. Bergwijn knocks that over. It's Van Basten, and it's Ronaldo who wins that in the end over to Fernandes. Fernandes up looking for someone or other, and that's the end of the highlight. So it must not have been much. It must not have been that interesting. Well, let's see what we can figure out. Let's see what we can do. If we can't get another goal here or there. Looking, Fernandes is the 1 goal, 2 assists, so he has a 9.4, but Pele, of course, with a perfect 10. And here is Fernandes looking for another assist. And unfortunately, that is headed out. Martinez, though, will go back and get it. Martinez brings it straight back up and should have crossed right away, didn't. Fernandes now back to Casemiro, and yeah, that's not really much of a shot. We're not going to take anybody out because they're 1 yellow card away or whatever. I don't care. If they have the next yellow card and they are suspended, then they are suspended, and that's just the way that it is. Ronaldo looks like he's about to keel over dead. So we would not like Ronaldo to pass away on us. Instead, we will put somebody on there. And unfortunately, it's going to have to be Best, I think. Let's see. Giggs can't really do it. I mean, I guess Monseglio is going to go in there. That's what we'll do. Because Rashford, I think, is still out with something or other. Anyways, everybody's out with something. Something's wrong with everybody. Lev Yashin makes this great save. And let's see if we can get through the next 10 minutes without suffering a goal. And it's going to be Koeman over to Keitzer, back to Koeman. And Yashin is able to easily pick that one up. I mean, that was one of those shots that can kind of sneak in on you, and you're not really looking for it. Next thing you know, you gave up a goal. But fortunately, that didn't happen here. And we have only a couple minutes left. Monseglio wins that in the back. Pele over to Maradona. Maradona with that beautiful first touch. He's fouled from behind, and there's no call. So we go back and play defense again. Good job with these guys, by the way, keeping their heads about them and wits about them after not getting the call from the referee, even though it was deserved. Giggs now over to Martinez to Bauer. Back to Martinez. Giggs, Pele, Maradona, Giggs, and then over to Pele again, and that's another one. So he's got 5. Is that 5 or is that 6? I don't know. He's got a lot. 10 goals so far this season, and now it's 7-1 for Manchester United. It's like Pele saying, like, oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. I can score too. And so now he's kind of showing us that, yes, he is also capable of scoring goals, including goals that are absolutely ridiculous examples of goaltending by the keeper. For the other team. He has 5 goals for Pele, and I think you have an idea of who the player of the match is. 5 goals, wow, here in the first match back from the World Cup break, and so we win this one 7-1, and that was pretty good, I would say. 22 shots, 10 on target, 3.82 XG is all, 60% of the possession, and yeah, let's go by Johan Cruyff and see if we can't get him on this team as well. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll talk with you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.